Greetings everyone, this is Dr. Game and this is my compilation of criticism for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero before its release. Let me be frank, I love this game. There's no doubt I'll sink in hundreds of hours in it with what it is offering. The criticism that I have, you may agree with, will help improve the quality of those hours that we'll play this game. Without further ado, let's get into them. The most obvious one that honestly doesn't require me to explain much. When we first saw it, it was atrocious. Different dimensions, the Beyblade spin camera, it almost gave me motion sickness. And I don't even have that. They have since improved it in the latest demo build, but it still has a lot to be desired. In the previous games, it was versatile. We had all sorts of lengths and angles. Now, the length is always the same, we are always transported into the other dimension, and the players are transferred on the same level. There aren't any angles or lengths anymore, it's just the same. I'm not fully sold on the dimension break part either.
皆さんこんにちは。ドラゴンボールスパーキングゼロのメインプロデューサーの古谷と申します。
Since its reveal, we've gotten a ton of marketing for the game, but surprisingly, not enough either. They are focusing on the characters, but not enough on the game modes. They marketed the story just the right amount. We know it will have what ifs. They showed teasers of them in the form of Super Saiyan Goku versus Greater Vegeta and the father-son Final Flash against Perfect Form Cell. As for the game modes, not so much. We have about 10 minutes explanation regarding the custom battles mode. It does feel like it will have infinite potential, but they haven't shared much about it after the Summer Games Fest. And let's not forget the tournament modes. This is Budokai Tenkaichi series after all, so we have the tournament modes. We have bare-bone mentions of their existence. I know they are there, but that is from finding bits and pieces from here and there. Same goes for other features. They mentioned customization, but they haven't shown much of its existence. Maybe share some examples. And what about planet destruction? We've only seen Namek getting destroyed. What about other maps? We've only seen a handful of them, both in trailers and playable demos. Speaking of maps,
I don't really like fighting very much.
So let's start training. Maybe it'll be an actual challenge for me.
In short, the environments look realistic while the characters are cel-shaded anime-like. Some maps blend really well with the colorful characters, like the one with the beach. That is my favorite so far. The city one blends decently as well, but the mountains and rocky area one, not so much for me. This wasn't a big of a problem in Raging Blast series because the cel-shadedness of the characters was being taken out and being replaced with gradient shades. I think some maps could use some more contrast or colors to blend with the colorful characters we play as. This might just be me. What do you think? I've said this before and I'll say it again. Super Saiyan Blue Evolution should be a separate transformation rather than a power-up. I like how they've improved it, however. It takes 5 blast talks and now could potentially last forever. I could be wrong, need more information to confirm this, but it still should have been its own form. Although, I think I understand why they did it this way. Let me say this, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is not like Kaioken. However, they wanted to give Vegeta a Kaioken type power up. For Goku, while in Super Saiyan Blue and using Kaioken, the ultimate changes. It gets a cool new aura and everything. Same goes for Vegeta in Blue Evolution. For that, he gets a different variation on the Gamma Burst Flash. While this is cool, it should still be its own form, and it needs to be buffer to match the cover of the game.
またゲームモードに加え、皆様から多くの声を頂戴しているオフラインバトルに関してもお話ができればと思います。
First of all, we all heard how this wasn't originally planned to be in the game. We criticized this decision and they worked out a way to put it in the game. For that, I praise them. However, it is limited to the time chamber. I have a fairly educated guess as to why that might be. I won't go into much detail, but I fully blame the Xbox Series S and the Xbox's clause to have every game work on both platforms almost identically. Back to the criticism, we hope they add more maps to the split screen. They've mentioned they will try their best to make this mode support more maps, and for that, I praise them even more.
Okay, let's get started.
I, Vegeta, am #1!
Something beyond my strength's limit.
Sometimes the camera tends to show below the ground. While this is not a common occurrence, and we have seen improvement regarding it, it is still a thing in the latest demo build. Since they are improving it, I'm sure it will be much better at time of release, but currently it still needs some improvement. It even happened in the latest trailer. That's a bit embarrassing, but definitely fixable with some polishing. The character select screen from the demo is just a straight up bad choice. According to recent interviews, the character select screen we have seen in demos is how it will be in the final game, with some improvements. Apparently, those improvements will include having transformations combined into the base character like we did in the original Tenkaichi games. It improves certain things but still needs more improvement. I hope characters are ordered like they were in Tenkaichi 3 at least. I don't want 4 Gokus one right after the other. It would be better to have them in separate rows with matching Saga characters included in the same row. Same goes for all Vegetas, Gohans, and so forth.
Seriously, I want you to hit me as hard as you can, Trunks.
I'll fight you with everything I have.
No idea how much stronger you can really get, Trunks. Give it time.
Oh, chill out.
Let's start with some obvious ones. What is up with future Trunks from Dragon Ball Super's transformations? Or should I say transformation? Singular. He can only transform into Super Saiyan, but it has the aura of Super Saiyan Rage from the anime, but still has the hair of regular Super Saiyan. Pick a lane. This is one of those times when meeting halfway isn't the best outcome. He should also have Super Saiyan too. According to the demo, Ultimate Gohan is again a separate character, like how he was in PT2 and PT3. Thanks to recent media, we now know that going Ultimate is also a transformation. He does so in the Tournament of Power and later in Dragon Ball Super superhero movie. Which is why I think it should be a transformation in this game as well. This is a suggestion, but I think Majin Vegeta should be a transformation. I know he wasn't in the previous entries in the game, but he was in Budokai games and having him transform would still make it really cool. Maybe make it a transformation with a requirement like maybe having Babidi in your team in order to transform. I think it would be really cool. What do you think? We also found from the demo is that Perfect Cell will be a separate character. In previous entries and several other games, it used to be a direct transformation, but now it's a separate character. It makes sense to me, so it's not a criticism for me, but I know a lot of people don't like it. So it's a criticism from them, but I think it's a really cool idea to keep him as separate. What do you think?
Right now, you're the strongest person. This is what I call Super Saiyan 3.
You had better be ready to kill me.
For you to go
This is probably a nitpick more than a genuine criticism, but I felt like mentioning it. Super Saiyan 3 is one of my favorite transformations. In half the footage I've seen, Goku's Super Saiyan 3 hair looks absolutely amazing. In others, not so much. I'm not sure where it's weird for me. Maybe it's the camera angles or something like that. I don't know. I could be wrong. What do you think?
Super attack!
break through the limit!
I can't buy the game on Steam in my region. I don't know why. I've tried asking around and I've found absolutely nothing. Regions where the game won't be available for purchase on Steam are Bangladesh, Guam, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Venezuela. I can say for certain that Dragon Ball games, other than the Breakers, aren't available for purchase in Pakistan on Steam. I've asked Bandai directly, but I don't have any answers. I hope this gets sorted soon.
A mindless beast like you is nothing but prey to a warrior of love!
These are the criticisms I currently have for this game. Do you agree with these? Are there any that you disagree with? What are your criticisms for the game? Share yours in the comments below. Also like, comment and subscribe as more is always on its way. Thank you, take care and stay safe.
Share your energy with me!